Hello Capricorn, this is Summer from Tarot by Summer, and I'm here to do your general reading for the month of November, Capricorn. I'm excited, glad to be back, and I want to thank you for your support. Welcome to you all. If you're brand new, welcome aboard, and I hope you gain something from this reading. I hope it provides some sort of value to you. And if you are returning, welcome back. I can't wait to get you guys started. I appreciate all of your support, everything, you know, your your love, likes, subscribes, comments, orders. You guys really blew it up. For October, you blew it up. You blew up my channel, and I appreciate you. Love you so much. Now let's get you going, Capricorn. Before we get started, I have an announcement to make. Starting right around the middle of November, I'm moving some of the videos over to my Patreon page, okay? So I will be moving the mid-month love readings over to Patreon, and I will be adding some additional readings on there. So I've got a lot in store, but I have to move some of these things over from YouTube. The first of the month videos, the general videos, general readings will remain on my YouTube channel, so I will be back and forth. But if you'd like to see the rest of the videos and some treats I have in store, like life coaching tips, then join me over at Patreon, okay? You'll be able to find my Patreon link right below this video near my website, summerintuition.com, okay? And also, spots are limited for the subscriptions. So if you if you feel so inclined and you feel that I provide some sort of value to you each and every month, join me over there, okay? And we'll keep it going. We'll keep the videos coming, the readings going, and so forth, okay? Now let's go ahead, jump right in and get you started. I said a prayer and I meditated over your reading, laid the foundation of your spread to get your overall energy flowing and for me to better connect with you, okay? Now we're going to start with the card on the bottom of the deck, and you have the Son of Air. This would be the Knight of Swords in the traditional tarot, okay? I'm using two new decks, by the way. I wanted to experiment a little with everybody this month, and I hope that you guys enjoy him. Enjoy the new decks I've got, okay? This gives me the theme of what will be going on with you, and you know, the theme of your reading for November. Many of you will be feeling the need to rush and get something accomplished, rush and get something done within this month. Many of you will be very focused and deliberate in your communication, very focused and deliberate in getting your point across, getting your message across to someone, making things happen. Very steadfast. Something will prompt you to do this. Something that's coming up in November will prompt you to hurry up and get it done, hurry up and cut to the chase, hurry up and make it happen. It's like a rush energy. It's like a courageous, very analytical energy. It's air. It's like pure air. Pure air and energy, like fire mixed with air. But we're going to look further into this. I want to see what's going on with this. Pardon me if you hear some background noise. They're outside with the blowers for the leaves. The trees are changing. The leaves and stuff are changing. So that's what we've got going on in the background. Okay. Capricorn. In your near past, you have Ten of Earth, wealth, which would be 10 of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. You have 8 of Earth right here in the U position right here, right now, and how you're thinking about your current situation. You have 8 of Earth, circumspection. One moment, please. Okay, I'm back. 8 of Earth, circumspection, and this would be 8 of Pentacles, traditional tarot. Right here in your circumstances, the current situation, you have 4 of water, which is comfort, or 4 of cups, traditional tarot. Daughter of water, which would be Page of Cups, traditional tarot. In the near future, we pulled your card, and it is the Devil card. Looks a bit different than the traditional tarot. We moved away from the image in this deck of the devil, and you know what it looks like, scary, demon-like entity. So we're gonna cover this. I can't wait to get to this card, because I see a few things going on here. This is your card, not to say that you are the devil, but we're going to delve into this and see what this means. And in the total outcome, you have Ace of Air or Ace of Swords. Okay. Very interesting, very interesting. Okay, Capricorn. In my color therapy deck, I wanted to pull one card for you, but 2 came out and I felt like they belonged together, so I left them. You've got Burgundy and Rose. These 2 came out together. I hope you can see these. Burgundy and Rose. This is going to be interesting to see how this plays out in your reading, to see how they're connected. Okay, Capricorn. Right before we get started, I want to say this to you guys. Starting around I think it's November 6th, if I'm not mistaken. November 5th or November 6th. The north and south node moves away from Leo and Aquarius, and it moves into Cancer and Capricorn. Capricorn being on the south node of this star activity that is in your zodiac sign. And it's going to last roughly about a year and a half or so, okay? Maybe not a year and a half precisely, but it lasted a year and a half for Leo, which is my sun sign, and for Aquarius. So we're looking at that. The south node for you guys and for everybody will be about something that we have to let go of. Something that we have to let go of, something that we may not want to let go of, but the energy will kind of force us to look at these things in our lives that are not good for us, that are no longer good for us, and we start purging them, we start letting them go, we start cleaning house, so to speak. And because it is in your sign, because it is in Earth sign, this represents, for me, I mean, how I perceive it is, for you guys, you need to let go, and Capricorn in particular, you guys will maybe need to let go of the things that the earthly things that you are very driven and focused about, almost obsessed with. and that is accomplishments. And I'm not saying all of you, but some of you, you know, can overdo it with focusing on accomplishing something. Material, wealth, success, and you may be so focused on this, and I know this for Capricorns. You guys are very driven, very accomplished, very money motivated, you know, very dedicated and focused on making your mark into the world, or at least within your life, for, you know, generations to come. Many of our CEOs of big companies, many of the heads of large corporations and entities, and, you know, very high structures in society, you know, the court system, you know, the legal systems, hospitals, and so forth. The people who run these things at the very top are often Capricorns. And it takes a lot of energy, a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication to reach those levels. And that is what you guys really strive for. But the flip side of that can make you like a workaholic, can make you obsessed with success. And often other parts, other components of your life suffer because of your laser focus on those things. Laser focus on structure, your seriousness in getting these things done and accomplishing these things. And I'm taking the time out to say this because right away I can see this in your reading. That's why I'm taking the time out to say it. I know somebody's saying, Miss, just do the cards, okay? But I want to, I mean, because I'm looking at it, you know, it's right here. And I'm feeling this energy. So I want to take out that moment to say that to you. So think about that. What it is you need to let go of, that you know hasn't totally worked for you, or you know, or you may not have even been aware of, that that you sacrificed in your life to get those things. You may not be aware of what you kind of pushed to the back burner. Some of you are, and some of you aren't. So now is a good time for you to evaluate those things and say, you know what? I think I need a little more balance moving forward than just money and success and so forth, and maybe even obsessions or this laser focus driving you to being obsessed with something to the point where it makes you some kind of holic. You understand what I'm saying? You know, seriously, I'm chuckling, but I'm actually serious. But you know, okay, let's get going now. In your near past, many of you have built wealth. This is just, I mean, it is the way it is. You've built wealth, and wealth can mean money for many of you. It can mean built wealth in your resources within your family, something that you deem as being wealthy to you. For some of you, it's money. Okay? No doubt about it. And however much that money means, what it means to you, some of you may be a millionaire, something like that, or close to it, with investments or liquid assets. You know, investments that you can't like really touch until later on, like a 401k, retirement funds, so forth. And some of you may be, you know, very liquid in money. It just depends on who you are and, you know, how you perceive this reading. Some of you could be wealthy with family, wealthy with resources, wealthy with knowledge, wealthy with accomplishments, wealthy with education. but it's more so generational wealth and how it expands beyond something that you've just done and and all of the seeds that you've planted to grow thus far and where it's taking you. So it depends. It can be health as well. It can be love. But oftentimes it's something tangible, it's money, something earthly. You don't all have to be millionaires, of course. It's what your price and your net worth is and what it means to you, what that denomination is. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful energy to start out with. Right here, and this is you, this is how you feel right here and right now, what you're experiencing, what you're thinking about this current situation is 8 of Earth, circumspection. This is the 8 of Pentacles, okay, in the traditional tarot deck, in the traditional tarot period. 8 of Pentacles, and that's working hard, that's focusing on something, that's working hard to accomplish something. It can be like gaining more education because you already mastered whatever it was to get you to this point to start out with this. But it is a 10, so that means this cycle, something has ended. You've probably planted your seeds and you're starting on something else. You planted your seeds, they're growing. You're saying, okay, I've done what I needed to do with this. Now we're moving on to the next project. Okay, this is complete for many of you. So you're starting over and this is where you are. You're working on some other project. Okay, to build more money, to build more wealth, to add on to what you have. So this is like something new, okay? You're kind of moving away from this. Many of you are working on a collaborative effort with others, okay? You're collaborating with somebody. Some of you are working alone, and others will follow you. Others will follow your lead. You may not necessarily be starting out or trying to get others to follow you in something that you're doing because you may be focused on yourself, but because of the energy that you're putting out there, and this is definitely business related for many of you. For some of you, it can be family as well. But this is you down here, and in the traditional tarot deck, it shows one person working hard on pentacles, something that he or she is putting together, crafting, building with their hands. Okay, but here we see elephants following along a path of structure, something well structured, something well planned, something that they've analyzed, and they're following the way that they're guided. And then you have one person, one elephant in the front, and everybody else is following the path that this elephant has carved out. This is you down here, Capricorn. Many of you, some of you may be working on projects at work, starting something new, maybe starting a new business, or an expansion of some sort of business in the workplace. Some of you may be in like middle management or even upper management, or an entrepreneur, structuring your business in management levels, or putting together your team. For others of you, this is family. This is you setting the course for something that you're working on, that your family needs to fall in alignment with. And they'll be following you saying, hey, Capricorn, okay, we're on board. You're steering this ship. to this project or whatever this is, to get, help us gain more of this. This can be your family members, but you're working hard on something, and you feel that this is what you need to do. This is how you feel about the situation. You feel like you need to focus on this, and maybe not so much as this. I'm going to tell you what I mean in just a minute. Four of water. That's 4 of cups. And this is comfort. Daughter of water. Page of cups. This is emotional energy. These are the emotions. This is water. Okay? And like I was saying, the North Node is in Cancer. The South Node is, is going in Cancer. The South Node is in Capricorn. Earth sign energy, water sign energy. So you may feel like you don't want your emotions to get in the way of anything. You don't want your emotions to slow down your progress and what you need to build. You don't want it to get in the way of your path. That's for some of you. Some of you are saying, you know what? No, okay, I have enough emotional stuff going on in my life. I don't need another cup. My plate is full. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable where I am. And this daughter of water may be coming, towards you saying, Capricorn, I need you to look at this. Take a look at this. This may be a young woman coming towards you. It may be, someone with water in their water in their sign, maybe coming towards you to give you some sort of message or make some sort of offer to you. It can be romance. Excuse me. It can be something that will tap into your emotions, like some sort of emotional offer. But you want to think of it. You want to look at things and concentrate on things that are not necessarily emotional. You want to look at the logic of things. You want to look at the bottom line of things in the month of November. What is my bottom line? What sort of value will this bring for me? What will be my return on investment? I want to see tangible things. I don't have time for emotional stuff right now. I don't have time for love. I don't have time for projects that make me feel good. Because this page is coming in as like a messenger, or it can be a family member, daughter. And it's like you're saying, okay, I don't have time for this. I'm focused over here. I'm focused in building and leading my project, leading my employees, leading my group within the company, leading my family. I have to be focused on doing this other project because I have to build more of this. This is already ended. This is taking place. This is done. This is where we are now. No, thank you. I have enough with the four of water comfort. I'm good when it comes to emotional stuff. I'm fine. And that's how you feel about this situation. Now, with the daughter of water covering 4 of water comfort, this poses a challenge to you in some way. This can either remove your focus a little bit, whatever this offer is that's coming in, whatever this message is coming in, you may feel like it can remove your focus from what you need to do over here. It's like a roadblock, okay? Or This may challenge you. This message coming in, you know, like a sign from the universe, a sign from God through working through a person, may come in and say, hey, wait a minute, and serve the purpose of what I initially stated in the beginning before we started the reading, and that is you needing to let something go that consumes you, something material in the material world, and focus on some of this Cancer energy, and that is dealing with emotions. You may need to soften up, and you may need to open up, be more in tune with your emotions during this time period starting in November. Since energy is shifting, this may be something that you're lacking, and you're challenged to develop and build yourself in another way. Does that make sense, Capricorn? Maybe this is why this is here for you. Because you've had so much of this already. You know, many of you have are really good with your own energy, but it kind of throws you off balance, out of whack when you are forced to deal with other energies. Now, here's the third thing. This may be temptation. Some of you may be tempted to indulge in something that taps into a side of one of your holics. If, you know, for those of you who may have some sort of weakness, and we all have weaknesses. Every last one of us has some sort of thing. We have an Achilles heel, something that makes us weak. You know, some of us find comfort in food. Some of us find comfort in wine, drinking. You know, some of us, you know, like to smoke a little weed or something, and we like to unwind, you know, have some good weed, good marijuana, whatever you want to call it. And that may be an Achilles heel. Some of you, it might be a cigarette. Some people, it might be sex. Everybody has something that just brings them down to their knees, and they have to battle with it. You understand? So this may be that temptation for you to get, you know, to kind of ruffle your feathers a little bit. And you may be battling because you're trying to stay focused and saying, let me turn down this cup that's coming. I'm comfortable. This young lady here is very, very beautiful. And she's young. In the traditional tarot deck, she's a child, but this is a young woman. She may not be like a child. She could be someone just younger, maybe just younger than you. She could be a man too, but this is like mostly female energy. You know, and this new tarot deck that I'm working with is more modern than the traditional, so we can kind of look at things a little bit different. This may represent, you know, a freshness, seduction, you know. Fourth thing, some of you may be too comfortable, too confident, overly confident that you have everything that you need and that you don't need anymore. There is a such thing as being too comfortable in a situation. And when you're too comfortable, you tend to overlook other things that you need. You tend to take things for granted. You tend to not recognize goodness coming to you or other things around you. because you're too comfortable, you're complacent. And you feel like, okay, I'm bored, I don't want this. I'm comfortable where I am. You're not bendable to change. You're not bendable for anything new. You're not flexible for change and open to it. So you may feel like rejecting this. And for some of you, you may want to, this may be something that you want to work hard on and concentrate on. But we're going to see how this pans out for you. It's going to mean different things for different people. You may want to focus on building here with this person and working on your complacency. This may be something you want to do. Start working on the softer side of yourself so that you can open up for romance and so forth. But over here in the near future, the Devil card comes up. And this particular Devil card, again, it deals with society. It deals with the outer, and the outer as well as the inner challenges that we face that can cause addictions, that can cause destruction, that can cause something harmful to our lives. The feeling of entrapment, the feeling of defeat, the feeling of not being able to get out of a situation, the feeling of being led or controlled in some way. And it's not always us, the way the traditional tarot teaches. It's not always us, and I've said this from my other readings. I don't like to go by exactly the way the traditional tarot deck, the traditional tarot teaches. I'm kind of glad that they made this card like that, because this is the reality of the world. It's not always us, what we're thinking, what we're doing, what we're inflicting upon ourselves, what we believe. Sometimes it is the evils of society and not us that can oppress. Sometimes it's us, and it shows the duality. Shows the duality. You know, so we want to explore this and see what it means. See what it means. See what it means to you. Okay? Will this situation bring you to this, since this is in the near future, or is this just you? You know, your card showing up, your own energy showing up. Not to say that you're bad, but the devil represents Capricorn in traditional tarot. So we want to explore this card and see where it takes us. Now, total outcome, Ace of Air. This is the Ace of Swords. A bright idea is coming, an epiphany, an aha moment, a brand new opportunity to succeed in something, to have some sort of victory in something, or some sort of truth coming out. And with this rush energy, the Son of Air, this kind of makes sense. I can see it here in the end. You may want to take this opportunity and run with it. But at what cost? Let's take a look at some things here. Like right here, you're clearly saying no. Spirit, why is comfort here? Why is Four of Water here? I hope this background noise with the blowers, they've been going on all morning. But the show must go on. King of Cups. Okay. Give me one more. King of Cups in the upright position. This is like Cancer energy, water energy. Some of you are in love and you are concerned about this, you know, whatever this is with the daughter of water coming in and disrupting your harmony, creating some sort of disruption, destruction. You're trying to prevent a tower moment. You're concerned that you'll fall apart, or you know, this love coming in for this daughter of water, you know, will fail. Maybe a relationship will fail, and you don't want it to remove your focus. This is why you're saying no. You may have these feelings of falling in love, and you are concerned about destruction. You're concerned about this temptation removing your focus, like I was saying. So you turn, it's like you're turning it down before it even happens. For some of you, you may be a father, okay? Or there's a father figure in the picture, and you have to kind of turn it down because this father or father figure or this person's husband, okay, is intervening to stop the destruction, to stop this tower moment. You've got the King of Cups here in the upright position and the Tower in reverse. So they're trying to delay a tower moment, something falling apart. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Let's take a closer look at Daughter of Water. Daughter of Water. Spirit, can you tell us about Daughter of Water? One more card for Daughter of Water. Stability. We're going to go with this one. Stability. Daughter of Water brings some sort of stability. She's grounding, she's stable. This energy is grounding and stable. But then there's a block here. There's the mountain here. And the mountain means like a blockage, like saying no. It's like a very big obstacle. And this is what I'm feeling that you are concerned with. You don't want this person or this situation to remove your focus, because you don't want to. There's some of you that don't want to get caught up. You don't want this person to come in and either stabilize you or restrict you in some way. You feel like this will be a restriction. You feel like this person, this Daughter of Water, coming in with emotion, seduction, love, innocence. You don't want this person to make you weak. I could be talking to a man. I could be talking to a woman. It just depends on who's watching and how this story applies to you. Now, let's take a closer look at the Devil. Spirit, why is the Devil here? Some of you may have water in your chart and you're really tapping into your intuition. Or you, look at this. There you go. You intuitively know that something is coming. there will be a moment in the near future that with this Devil card, this Devil card is, for some of you, the Devil card is you. Okay, not saying that you are the devil. I want to reiterate that. But you're showing up, your energy is showing up in your own reading. And that's for some of you. And you're using your intuition about a situation that is deceptive. Your antennas are up very high because you have the High Priestess and the Seven of Swords. You're using your intuition about this. This is you using your intuition about a situation that's coming that is deceptive. And that's why the Ace of Air is here. That's why this air energy is coming in. Because you're going to get enlightenment about the situation. It's going to be real clear. Something, you know, you're going to have an aha moment, an epiphany about a situation that you instinctively know that you need to turn down. And it could be someone being deceptive. It could be someone trying to come in and remove your focus. It could be someone trying to, you know, deceive you in some way, entice you. You know, try to tap into whatever your, you know, your Achilles heel is. Try to, you know, Svengali you in some way. Try to get to whatever holic there, you know, that you have. Try to, you know, derail you. Entice you with love, even. Entice you with, you know, food, whatever. Entice you with, you know, the making of more money, to try to pull on your heartstrings with something that is dear to you. And it's like you see it coming. You know it's coming. It's like you've been down this road before and you're not going to let anybody or anything stand in your way. You're rushing past this. You want to, I'm out. No, thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. Let me put up my wall right now because I see it coming. I see the situation coming, or I see you coming, and I'm not going backwards. This is what I'm feeling for some of you. The total outcome is going to clarify and you know, what you already seeing is going to come in and say, you know, yes, what you're seeing is correct. You're right. It's gonna verify it. For some of you, this devil energy coming in is an outside influence of someone who's very intuitive, and it's like they instinctively know how to try and manipulate you in some way, you know, get to you in some way, and they're gonna try it. That's why the Devil card is there. It's just showing the deception of somebody that's trying that may try to come in and do this to you. For others of you, you instinctively know that if you follow this path, then it will awaken whatever your Achilles heel is, whatever the thing is that makes you weak and you can't backslide. You need to get away from it. Because we all have them. It could be a chocolate chip cookie from one person who's on a diet. That one cookie can take you over the edge, can mess up everything you've done for the entire week because you are you are weak to the cookie, and you cannot have one. You can't backslide. For one of you, it's one glass of wine, just that one glass of wine that will spin you into, put you in a spiral going downward. You can't have that one glass of wine. You just got to say no, period. And this is what I'm feeling. For some of you, the Achilles heel is love. You've been hurt, and that's why you've been focusing on making money and building, focusing on the things that you're comfortable with, earthly things, material things. And the thought of love frightens you. The thought of love makes you put your barriers up. Because somewhere that was your weakness, somewhere that may have been something that brought you down, like a relationship, a marriage, brought you to a place where you weren't comfortable. You weren't comfortable dealing with the emotional side, of yourself and relationships. That could be you, or it could be for someone, around you. And you're pumping the brakes of whomever's coming. You're saying, stop, no. I gotta get out of here. You're pumping those brakes. You're putting up the barriers. King of Cups is pumping the brakes on this tower moment, stopping it before it falls apart, before it happens. That's why you're saying no and comfort. No, I'm good. I've had enough. I'm good. No, thank you. And you're doing it again here, pumping the brakes with the anchor, dropping that anchor so that boat can stop moving. No, we're not going anywhere. And you're putting that roadblock up that mountain, up against this, daughter of water. That could be it. Your instincts may be telling you, oh, hell no, get out of this. Get out of this the best way you can. It might not even be lies and deception. Someone trying to do something harmful to you. This could be you saying, oh no, I'm taking my swords, I'm taking my belongings, I'm gathering up my bags, I'm pulling everything together, I'm out. I'm gone. I'm the son of air. I'm the knight of swords. I'm getting on this horse with my swords and I'm gone. By any means necessary. Yep. Some of you, you're recovering from something. And you really don't want to backslide. This is good reading. I like this reading. It's a very strong reading. I know it sounds kind of odd, Capricorn, to say, oh, why does she like this reading? This reading isn't, doesn't sound really good. It doesn't have, but it is good. I like it. It shows your strength. It shows strength. It shows, this reading is showing to me what you need to be realistic about, and some things that you may need to work on. This is good. I like it. Over here you have Burgundy and Rose. Awaken your passion. Attract a relationship. 2 cards came out for you. Now, the thing I said about relationships, you may be pumping the brakes, putting on the brakes, stopping the car from moving, because you are afraid, you are fearful, you don't want to deal with anything emotional when it comes to relationships. You just don't want to. You don't want to. You're putting up all of your barriers. And it may be something that you need to address, something that you need to open up about and start working on with Cancer in the North Node, and getting rid of so much material stuff and focusing on other areas in your life, just the way I opened up the reading, you know. And I would say that that is going to be for the majority of you. You need to follow your passion, awaken your passion, visit something else that you're passionate about other than material things and material focus. Start dealing with the emotions. Start opening up a little bit and softening up to let some romance in. You don't have to, you know, jump into the, you know, you can stick your toe in the pool, you know, wade your feet around in the pool. You don't have to jump all the way into anything from the beginning, but you can start. Now is a good time to start opening up and easing yourself into, you know, dating or romance within your relationship, within your life. You know, start opening up to love energy, to emotions, putting in some work and effort into that part of your life, into things that bring you passion and things that excite, you know, your romantic life. Passion doesn't necessarily have to be romance. It can be something else that you're passionate about. Look into some other things, you know. Some of this can just be your fears, you know, that you haven't dealt with, that you swept under the rug, that you hidden because you didn't want to deal with them, and you wanted to just rather focus on money and building. And that could be your epiphany as well. You can wake up because the energy's changing, you know. Energies are definitely changing for everyone. And you could have that aha moment in November that says, okay, I think it's time to let my hair down a little bit. Relax. Start doing some things a bit different, you know. And not running from the things that frighten me. Not running from, you know, things that I agonize over and that I think will bring me pain. Let's look back here a little bit. I'm gonna go back. Look at this Tower here at the bottom in the upright position. Look at that. Tower in reverse. Somewhere in your past, you know, or something that's hidden. It doesn't have to be your past, but it could be energies that are hidden, and, you know, the story that isn't on the surface. There was some sort of tower moment. From that tower moment where something fell apart, you either had a breakdown of something in your life or a breakthrough with something, with a tower moment. That led to Ace of Water, something new coming in, you know, a love offer, or something that, some sort of offer that brought you joy and happiness. And that could be where the Daughter of Water comes from. That could be this person that came into your life. A gift from the universe for a new start in love and romance, or just something that brings you joy and passion. You've got Six of Water, happiness from the past. This could be happiness with your children, happiness with, you know, soulmates, people from the past, friends, relatives. There was some joy, nostalgia, going back in time, thinking about the things in your life growing up as a child that brought you happiness. This could have prompted you. You could have had communication with someone from the past, an old love. And it rekindled love that was there at one point. And it might not even be all the way back to childhood. It could be a couple of years ago. And it sparked it. It could have sparked this, like reunited with somebody from the past. Or you could have met someone new that reminded you of a past experience with love. Then you have six of earth, success and balance. The balance of give and take. This would be the Six of Pentacles in the traditional tarot deck, but here it is success. Here it is success, reaching that point of reaching like midpoint of something that you're striving for on a higher level, and working with others, sharing that success with others, and you all make it. You all make it up. You all are going along this journey. It's not just you. You're here in the front, and because you shared, others are coming with you. And it creates balance, because as you're succeeding and bringing others along, they can help you as well. So something that you've done, something that you shared, helped your success along the way as well. It helped you. You benefited from sharing. That's something that's there. And because you've opened yourself, you've got Nine of Water, joy, wishes fulfilled. Wishes fulfilled. You've gotten some wishes fulfilled, some things that made you happy, some things that sparked your emotion. And you have the Son of Air. That readiness to move forward, that readiness to just go off into whatever it is that brought you this joy and success, and just take off. Just move with it without too much analyzing and without too much thinking. To just move swiftly with it. This may be something that has happened to you already, and it's kind of hidden, it's kind of buried. It's, you know, what you want to try, kind of keep close to your chest. Or this may be something that you need to do along with this reading, like with what I'm saying. This may be underlying messages that you need to follow, you know, because you got your, this is really good energy back here, but you're pumping the brakes. You're putting up big barriers. And I do have the feeling it's related to love and the things that bring you passion. That's why you need to open up and let it in. You need to start dealing with the emotional side of you. All of this stuff here, most of this stuff deals with your emotions back here. And that may be something that you're trying to hide and keep under wraps, because you feel more comfortable in your own energy. But you're being challenged this month to create some balance between your emotions and the material world. Spirit, what messages do you have for Capricorn? What does Capricorn need to do in the month of November? Listen. You've got listen. Take a good look at yourself in the mirror. Look at your reflection. Okay? Take a good look at yourself in the mirror. Look at your reflection and see what you need. To see some truths about yourself. To see some truths about, you know, where you are, where you're going. How you've gotten to where you are. what you need to do to change about yourself moving forward. And ask yourself some very important questions. Ask the universe some very important questions. Tough questions. Now is the time to do it with this change of energy. What do you need to do to change moving forward? How do you resolve past issues? How do you work on you? What steps do you take? And listen to the message. Listen to, the message from God, from the universe. Listen to your inner voice, to your inner self. Listen to your higher self. Listen to the messages from other people and how, and what it is you project and what it is they see, because you may learn something important. Listen. You've got, listen to your wise self. Let your inner compass direct the course of your life. Yep. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Nice reading, Capricorn. I like this. I like this for you. This is like really, really good energy for you. Perfect for the month of November with the change of energy. I can see it. I can see the struggles. I can see the inner conflict. I can see some of the fears that are surfacing. And it makes sense. This is, this energy is pretty normal right now. This makes sense. It all makes sense. This makes sense. It really, really does for you. Yeah. Capricorn, I certainly hope this video has helped you in some way. I hope this reading has resonated with you. It's not going to, it'll resonate with some, but not all, and it's okay. But I hope you got something out of it. Whatever applies to you, use that. Whatever doesn't, it's not your story, so it's okay. All right? And Capricorn, before you leave this video, please don't forget to subscribe. Give me the thumbs up, like, share, whatever the case. If you'd like a personal reading, you can definitely contact me through my website. Go ahead and book your personal reading, and I'll send you instructions thereafter. If you'd like to see the rest of the videos, my readings, other than the general reading for the month of November moving forward, you're welcome to come on over to Patreon. If you see that my channel or my videos have provided something of value to you, then join me over at Patreon. I'll have quite a few treats going on over there that I love to share with you. Just a small handful of you. It's not going to be a whole lot of people that will be able to see this. But if you are interested, if you want to be one of those people that join me on Patreon and be a member of this small circle that'll, that I would like over there on that side, then raise your hand and come on over and join me, see me monthly. Okay? Take care for now, Capricorn. Love you guys. Thank you so much for your support again. And you can find those links to Patreon and my website right below this video. Thank you.